Hi guys, welcome back to an episode of DB Cars, and today's episode I'll be reviewing Shariot Mazda 6. So let's dive straight to this video right now. Alright then, so here is guys the Mazda 6 from Shariot itself. So let me just run through you guys the damages for this car if there's any before I show you guys the trunk space as well as the interior for the car itself. So let me just run through some of the damages that this car has itself. One thing big obvious damage that you guys can see is basically the most common is the wheel curve itself. So that's one thing definitely got to take note for this vehicle itself, which is right here. Unfortunately, it really suffers some nasty wheel curve itself. So same for the rear side itself. Unfortunately, it has sustained some damages as well itself. So walking around the car, there isn't really any other obvious damage other than it being extremely dirty itself. This the rear right suffered a minor one, not too bad. Same for the front. Yeah, front not too bad either itself. So yeah, and that, let me just show you guys the trunk space for the vehicle now. So to access the trunk space for the car itself, it's very simple. And always just locate the button just right down below the Mazda emblem, which is right here. Just press on that and the trunk space will just open up for you guys. Unfortunately, like Shariot and Go itself, they don't really offer to you guys the trunk, the key fob to access the, like to unlock the car or lock the car itself. Let's say you do not want to use the app, so that's a downside to it itself. But this is how the trunk space looks like for the vehicle itself. Not quite big, but one thing I feel is a little bit weird is there's this space right here, which I feel technically on either side, as you guys can see, I feel they could technically be covered off with something on top of it so that it's very flush with the whole surface itself. But unfortunately, I don't see they provide you with that, and the mat below just your spare tire itself. So yeah, and that if you guys, oh yeah, I also dropped the trunk capacity lid right here itself. So this is how much space this is how much space that the car has itself. So yeah. Alright, now let me just show you guys the seat with the seat folded down itself. How much space does this car has itself? So yeah, open up. So yeah, also another thing to note is I think this car has been fitted with some custom shade itself. So can't really see much out the window. Plus, I don't think you could even roll down your window with the shades down itself. But let me see, just pull down the rear seat. Okay, yeah. Same problem, just need to pull it real hard so that it will unlatch itself. So yeah, same problem as the other car which I reviewed earlier on. You got to pull it very hard, to latch the seat down. Hopefully this does the work. Oh yeah, the seatbelt's been stuck inside there as well. So this. Okay, let me just do it off camera, right, and I'll get back to you on that. Alrighty, so yeah, I managed to fold the seat down, and this is how it looks like itself. So definitely there's a small problem with the unlatching process itself. I'm not too sure what is the reason for it having a problem of unlatching it, but this is how the seat looks like when you can imagine both the seat are folded down itself. So yeah. Doesn't really have the same problem like some other sedan car has, but as you guys can see on the side itself, just got some, I think that's the wheel well itself. So yeah, but basically I think if I had to manage to fold this seat down, the space on it will be, I think, not that will be quite big. So it's in my opinion, it's not that bad itself. Probably, I think if I could find, I'll probably put the trunk capacity with the seat folded down as well itself right here on the screen itself, if I could find it. If not, let me just fold up the rear seat and I will catch you guys in the rear for the car itself. So yeah, basically to close the trunk, just very simple, just need to pull this down and that is closed down. Same for the seat itself. So yeah, so yeah, that's how I do it. Now let me just step right into the car itself. So basically, one thing to note is this is based off the last person joint position wise. So this has not been adjusted to my joint position yet, but overall space wise not too bad. I got about piece of arm of legroom space left. Headroom wise also not too bad. I think headroom wise is about 1/4 of space left. So still quite, it's alright, I would say. But one thing that's not alright, I would say, is the center seating itself. As you guys can see, this is the transmission. Sorry, the transmission tunnel actually is quite high, which I feel is a downside. This is, I think it has the almost the same problem as the BMW 5 Series, the F10, which I reviewed previously itself. Yeah, not really the greatest itself, but I think it's like its German rivals itself, where people that want to see in the center itself will struggle because once you enter from the car in, you will usually have to slide your way to the center seat. Let's say you're carrying 5% in this car itself. But the main problem comes when you want to shift your leg from basically your leg will be hitting this itself, plus the rear leg room, the rear cabin of the car itself is also not that great because there's definitely this BS sunroof right here itself that will into the space itself. Plus sitting in the center, you guys can see I'm literally almost, I think about a fist of headroom space left because of the sunroof itself. Plus legroom is also not the best because if coming in, depending on which side you're coming in from the vehicle itself, your leg will be hitting that part of the seat itself, or this side, whatever side you're coming from, your leg will be definitely be hitting that. Plus sitting in the center also not the best either because definitely sitting at 3 full-grown size in the back itself definitely will be squeezed because it won't be the comfiest. Plus you'll be hitting the headroom, the roof of the car already so yeah, I do not want to sit in the center for this car. Most probably it's either the left hand side behind the passenger or behind the driver's seat itself. So yeah, and that, let me just dive straight to, before I show you guys the front itself, let me just show you guys some of the features that this car comes included with, which is you got a very nice AC vent right in the center if you want to adjust your air conditioning in the back itself. You also got a cup holder right there so to put your stuff in. You got your window switches right there as well as your door release handle, and also this grab handle to grab hold onto, with inclusion of a small mini hook right here to hook your stuff onto itself, and the same for the other side as well itself. So yeah, alright then, lastly let me just show you guys this very nice center console, center armrest right here in the back, which you could rest your arm on, or alternatively if you want to put one more drink you could also put it right here itself so yeah, unfortunately there isn't really any real storage compartment in the back itself. The only real storage compartment you get is those two seat pocket right at the back itself, which is right here itself. But if not, technically you could always just rely on the people in the front to put your stuff for you. So yeah, yeah, and also you got this very nice light right here which could be turned on, but I think it's been switched off for the time being. If not, the light should be blown already. Let me just adjust it for you. Okay, I think the lights are definitely going because this light is supposed to be on when the doors are open, but seems like this is already blown. So yeah, this I think is going also. So yeah, that's definitely one thing to take note. So yeah, alright then, let me just get out of the car itself. So getting out of the car isn't really, it's also another small problem because the opening, even though it's not the biggest, I think I would still prefer a Toyota Camry to that than this. So yeah, now let me just show you guys the front of the car. Alright then, now let's jump straight into the driver's seat of the Mazda 6 itself. So basically this is how the cockpit looks like for the Mazda 6 itself. One thing I definitely do not like, which I already mentioned at the start, is those sun visors. It's just basically just blocking your vision itself, which I definitely do not like itself. Which if I could remove it, I'll definitely remove it itself. So yeah, but let me just get straight to what I'm talking about. Basically right now, what storage option do you get for this car itself? Well, you get some decent size storage bin right here, which if I want to put my tire back in, I could do so and it won't be any problem at all. So yeah, moving on, you got some more smaller storage space right here if you want to put your stuff. Same for this part right here, which you got two cup holders itself for your drinks, and in the center another storage space right here to put your stuff. And there's also there's also an SD card right here to put your your things if you want to itself. And you got 2 USB Type A port and a 12-volt socket outlet right here itself. So yeah, not bad storage option for this car wise. Alright then, now let me just run through some of the buttons you get for this car wise. Basically, you got your infotainment control switches right here itself with the volume control switches right here and your mute switch, which you just press on it. You've got some of the shortcut keys right here itself. So basically, this is go to your infotainment screen, your infotainment on the Mazda infotainment itself. You got your home button, you got your navigation, you got your start button right, which is your, I think, your shortcut to whatever thing that you save to, and your back button. And you also got this knob which you could adjust whatever thing on the infotainment itself. So yeah, I think something similar to the BMW and the German rivals itself, if you can say. So yeah, and you got your electronic handbrake right here itself. So yeah, alright then, now let's move on to the next part, which is you got your gear selector right here itself with the park, reverse, neutral and drive, and the manual mode for this car if you want to shift manually. And you got your drive mode selector right here itself. So basically, to engage sports mode, just need push up, and disengage it, just push down itself. And it's the same for, I think this layout, I would say, is quite similar to this part right here, and I would say this part right here is quite similar to the Mazda 3 that I've already reviewed. So yeah, alright then, now let's move to the top part, which is you got your CD right here. If you want to got any DVD or CD disc you want to insert into the infotainment, you could do so yourself. And that's probably it. And this is the eject button. So yeah, moving on right to the top, you got your AC control, which is very similar to the Mazda 3 that I think I reviewed. The Mazda 3 hatchback that I reviewed, it had the same thing as well. So basically, you got your recirculating air function. This is your turn on your AC, run and rear defrost, your fan speed button right here itself. This is to turn off the AC itself, and you got mode selector switch for your how you want the AC to be blowing at you. So yeah, and you got your dual climate control button right here if you want the climate control on both sides, both the passenger and the driver side to be the same itself. And this is to adjust the climate on either side itself. So yeah. Alright then, lastly, let me just show you guys I think this should be a parking sensor to turn on, turn off. And you got your hazard light switch right here itself. And right at the top corner near to the steering wheel itself, you got your start stop button itself. So yeah, and you got infotainment screen, which I'll show you guys, I'll run through with you guys later on itself. So yeah. Alright then, now let me just show you guys the wheel for the car itself. So basically the wheel itself is basically the same wheel that you see on the Mazda 3 itself, just that with lesser buttons. So this Mazda 6, I think, if I'm not wrong, it's the highest on their range, so they will include more things itself. So yeah, basically you got some of this will adjust the frequency of the radio, you got your volume switch. This I think is to adjust the whatever shit that's on there. Your voice command is to pick up and end up the call. And right here is your cruise control button itself. So yeah, so basically to set the cruise control for this car, just on, then you just set the speed. Then if you want to cancel, just press off and go back to, you can just drive as normal itself. If you want to resume, then just press on this itself. So yeah. Alright then, now let's move on to the buttons behind. So the stops on the left hand side, you got your wiper stop itself. So basically to activate the wiper, just go all the way down, not all the way up. One swipe up for just one swipe the wipers, and you got your adjusting here of how frequency you want for the auto wipers itself. So yeah, to wash the windscreen wiper, just need to pull back, and you basically just spray the fluid at you, and the wipers will also clean it for you. So yeah. Alright then, now let's move on to the other side, which is your indicators right here itself, and your fog light switch and your headlight switch right here itself. So yeah, that's probably it for the stock. To activate high beam, just need to push forward. This means you just pull back, and the flash high beam, just need to pull this and you'll flash the high beam itself. So yeah. Alright then, lastly, let me just show you some of the buttons right here itself, which is you got the turn off traction control button, you got your lane keeping assist, your stop start, and this I think should be for the blind spot assist or the lane keeping assist right here itself. So yeah, and you got a secret compartment right here if you want to put your, if let's say they were to include the key, I think this is where I'll put the key itself. So yeah. Lastly, you got your trunk release button right at the front, and your few door button right there itself. So yeah, and that is probably it for this car wise. Not too sure what that. Oh yeah, this is your heads up thing right here. So which I'll show you later when it's turned on. Basically there's this glass right here itself which will flip out when the car is turned on itself. So yeah. Alright then, lastly, oh yeah, also this car comes with Bose surround system. I'm not too sure how many amps, but it does come with Bose surround system itself. So yeah. Lastly, you got your window switches right here, which is something quite similar to the Mazda 6, which I won't really touch on. But you got your this one to prevent people from rolling down the windows, and you got your adjusting of windows right here itself. So yeah, and if you want to fold the mirrors, can just press it down and you'll just fold the mirrors in itself. So yep. Alright then, now let me just show you how to adjust the steering wheel itself. So basically, to adjust the steering wheel itself, just need to locate the lever right down at the bottom right here itself. Pull on that, and the steering wheel will just drop, and you can just adjust it accordingly itself. So yeah, and the same thing for the seat itself. For the seat itself, unfortunately, they are not they are electronic adjusted. So to adjust the seat itself, just need to locate the lever on this side, push forward to adjust how forward, how back you want. This to adjust the height, and this to adjust the angle itself. And if this was your personal car, technically you're supposed to set it to your memory function right here itself. So yeah. Alright then. Lastly, now let me just show you guys the sunroof. Sorry, the sun visor which you got right here itself. Same thing, got very nice mirror for the driver and passenger side itself. And this will also be swiveled out. Yeah, so basically swivel out to this side. So yeah, and it can be done for the passenger side as well. So yep, and same thing as some other cars nowadays. You got your sunglasses holder right here itself, which could be stored right there, and this to vent off the light which I showed you guys just now already. Yeah. So yeah. Alright then, so here is guys so many to turn on the car itself, and this is how the dashboard look like when the vehicle is turned on itself. So unfortunately for this vehicle itself, it is suffering from some kind of look malfunction, which I'm not too sure what the cause of it. But another thing in function also, there's an engine warning light which that's unfortunate since this car already has. I think it's kind of expected that this car already has more than 150,000 kilometers. Hence, it's not common to see an engine warning light plus something malfunction in the car itself. So yeah, but let me just run through some of the features for this screen itself. So far I'm not able to figure out if you're able to adjust anything on this screen itself, but if this warning doesn't really pop out, you should be it will show you guys your range that is available for this car depending on the amount of fuel that's in this car. But other than that, there isn't any other function that you're able to adjust on this screen right here itself. The next thing that you're able to adjust on the dashboard is just your trip information, which is trip A and trip B, by pressing this button right there itself. But other than that, that is all for the dashboard itself. Not really much you can adjust through the screens through the dashboard itself, the instrument gauge itself. But let me just share with you guys the infotainment screen right now, which is this thing right here itself. So basically, for this infotainment screen right here, to go back to the home screen, you just need to press on the home button, and it will just okay, let me see if I am able to go back to its home screen. But this is how the reversing sensor look like if you do not want the reversing camera on it. So yeah, let me see what I try to do for this itself. Okay, let me just keep that for a sec, but let me just show you guys the sunroof itself right now. So yeah, the sunroof is very easy to operate. So it's just the same thing as the Mazda 3 itself. So basically, to activate the sunroof, just need to press on this, and it will just open the sunroof for you guys. To close it, just one press, and it will just close it up for you, just like that. So if you want, yeah, it's only just this way or this way to open and close the sunroof. But if you want the cabin to be completely dark, just pull this and the cabin will be even darker already. But for the time being, I'm just trying to leave it open. But let me see what I could do for this screen right here. So, oh yeah, for sports mode in this, just need to press on sport mode, and there'll be a small sports mode thing right there itself. To go back to normal, just need to press on this, and it'll just go back to normal, and the sport mode will be gone. Also in sports mode, I think if you guys want to make this car even more fun to drive, I would suggest you guys go to manual mode in this and sports mode. So basically in manual mode, you are able to shift through the gear knob right here itself or through the pedal shifter, which just now I tried out off camera. It's so much better. It's very fun to try to drive this car in manual and with the pedal shifter itself. So yeah, let me see if I could sort this out itself. So oh yeah, let me just show you guys the reversing camera for this itself. So basically one car is in reverse, this is what you'll see itself. So not too bad. I would say you're able to see what's behind you itself, plus it also will show you that what are the objects that are close to you itself. So yeah, so if not, you can hide that away lah. So yeah, if not, there's also, you can adjust the brightness of the thing itself, which is a little bit weird, but yeah, that's probably it for that. Once done, just put park and the car will just go back to its original thing itself. So let me see, I can show you guys the infotainment screen while the car is in that thing right here. Let me see if it works if I restart the car itself. Oh yeah, once done, I'll just show you this as well. So yeah, and this is the closing shutting down procedure for the car itself. So yeah, okay, let me just do the accessory power, set this. Oh yeah, so basically this is how it looks like. So this is what you expect to see on some of the, I think this generation of Mazda model itself, where the main, you see communication right here itself, the radio, the application, and your setting, and your navigation itself. If I'm not wrong, if you want to do Bluetooth on this this itself, you are able to do so itself. Yeah, basically you can just play with it itself. So yes, basically there's a lot of things you can see. So but I think this is basically the vehicle setting itself lah. So yeah, they got your navigation, you got communication, which I think is the Bluetooth one. So basically if you want to connect to your Bluetooth, you just press on connect. Yes, then Bluetooth, add new devices. So for Mazda in your Bluetooth, so basically you just need to go to this. Nope. Just wait for it to just click on Mazda. Then just click on pair on your phone. This just click yes. And you just do the pairing process. And same thing now, just need to allow this on your phone itself. So yeah, so once now you'll just say successfully connected, and you're able to use it to use the Bluetooth on your phone itself. So yeah, now go back to back, and basically got quite a lot of information right here itself. Entertainment is just the radio itself, which I showed you guys just now already. So yeah, basically the main function, if you guys want to adjust anything on the screen itself, is through this knob, which I mentioned at the start of the video itself. So yeah, but and that is basically all I had to say for this video itself. Let me just turn off the car itself. So second press for the accessory power, just will pull up the car itself, and as the AC will turn on, third press it just completely shut it itself. So yeah, and that, I think that is all for this video itself. If you guys enjoy the video itself, do click the subscribe button down right below to see more videos like this, or click subscribe and please see my 2 other videos. And with that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Oh yeah, before I almost forgot to mention one more thing, which is the heads-up display and this switch right here itself. So basically the heads-up display, when it's lifted up, it is completely useless. It's not like the Mazda 3 hatchback where you're able to see the heads-up display, like all the information itself. This is just completely blocked by this top part of the steering wheel itself. So it's, I think the only way if you want to see the heads-up display is either you lower your seat to a lowest point where you can't really see what in front of you, or you just don't even bother looking at the heads-up display, just look at the gauge just right there itself. And regarding this button itself, this is the rear privacy windscreen itself. So basically like that, but it's for the rear window itself lah. So yeah, so it's like somewhat like it has the same feature on the Toyota Crown and the, I don't know, like some of the rivals itself in the Japanese market itself lah. So yeah, and that's all I'd say for this video.